What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so this is not going to be such a fun video, if you will. Check this out right quick. In rare rebuke, federal officials discipline ICE officer for shoving woman in New York. Okay, so this is kind of a crazy story right here. Like, okay, I saw this and I'm like, let me read this and see what's going on here. And the video that they show for this, I had to do some searching to find the full-on video, but this is basically what they give to you right here. Check this out.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, so that looks bad, right? And I saw that and I'm like, oh God, here we go. Here's another out of context clip. Let's see what actually happened. And I'm going to run that video. But let me just say that these ICE officers, they need to be the best of the best. Considering the amount of terrorism they are experiencing, these people really need to be mentally fit, if you will, to do this job. We cannot have people losing their temper and going off on these migrants, on these people like this. I mean, this is bad, y'all. Like, sure, he just shoved her down, right? But you'll see the full context video, and I've got it for you guys. But I just want to say that, you know, people like this, we need people that have a very, very, very long fuse, if you will. They're experiencing a lot of stress right now. These people are getting doxxed all over the place. There's a constant 24/7 terroristic threat on your head. They're getting killed, they're being terrorized, they're getting shot, all of the above, folks. So it's definitely a stressful job to have, and you can kind of understand why this happened. But once again, this does not need to happen, especially during the Trump administration, because they know, we know, they're going to be scrutinizing every single action by every single one of these ICE officers. So everything needs to be perfection, if you will. In rare rebuke, huh? No, the guy did something bad. Most instances that they're talking about, the ICE officers get assaulted. But what they do, it's like with this video, so I almost didn't believe it at first. What they'll do is they won't show you where the civilian or whatever punched or shoved the ICE agent. They just show you the retaliation. So all you see is the ICE agent hitting a migrant or whoever, a woman, whatever it may be. That's all you see. So you think right off the top that, oh man, why did he do that? It just came out of nowhere. That's what you think. But when you go and watch the full-on video, you see that he was just assaulted. Or they threw a milkshake, something happened, right? They were blocking the way, something. They were pushing, shoving. There was some sort of violence committed on the ICE agent for them to do that. In this instance, not so much, folks. Not so much. As a matter of fact, here you go. Here's the full-on video.
Adios. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, so she was just in his face. But once again, I'm not going to excuse this because technically I think he should be fired. To be honest with you, fire him. Get rid of him. We're kind of hurting for ICE agents right now, but you can't just because somebody's in your face. But I will say, I understand where they're coming from, considering all the terrorists that are going after these people. All the people getting shot, snipers on buildings, bomb threats, credible bomb threats, by the way. All the assaults, all of the nonsense, all the protests going on. You can see why the guy would react in the way that he did. He doesn't know if she has a knife, if she has a gun, tries to hurt the guy. He doesn't know that, but once again, like I said, very, very long fuse. I'm not excusing this, but I can see why somebody would react in this way. She was like almost assaulting this dude. Almost, but she wasn't. So I think he should be fired. But let's read this. Because this isn't a very long news article, by the way. Because it's just a simple skirmish, if you will. A federal immigration officer who shoved an Ecuadorian woman to the floor at a Manhattan court is being relieved of his current duties, the Department of Homeland Security said Friday in a rare rebuke of one of its officers. The altercation, which was captured on videos that spread quickly on social media, unfolded after the woman's husband was arrested at an immigration court in New York City. Footage shows the woman approach the immigration officer following her husband's arrest, pleading with the officer in Spanish, and at one point saying, "You don't care about anything," before he pushes her onto a wall and then onto the floor of a crowded hallway. The officer's conduct in this video is unacceptable and beneath the men and women of ICE, said Tricia McLaughlin, Assistant Secretary at DHS, which oversees immigration enforcement. Our ICE law enforcement are held to the highest professional standards, and this officer is being relieved of current duties as we conduct a full investigation, she added. Now, the fact that they didn't immediately fire this guy, I'm not sure what to think about that, to be honest with you, because that would be an irrational thing to do just right off the top, right? Once again, you want to do your full-on investigation, but from what I could see from the video, if this dude has any sort of history of violent retaliation against anybody, like, I think we need to let you go, buddy. Because, we can't be having that. Like she said, like Tricia McLaughlin said, we need to hold these people to the highest of standards. They need to be the absolute best of the best. They cannot just have a woman in their face and just snap and shove her to the freaking ground. Right? Look, I looking for the full-on video on X. Jesus Christ. I've seen so many videos of ICE agents shoving people, but every single one of them, the person was like in their face, blocking their view, blocking their way, doing something, assaulting the ICE officer first. Every single one of them. Oh, and you should have seen some of the comments. It was fascinating, by the way. Oh, these people are crazy. Well, look, you can't just assault a federal officer and expect nothing to happen, right? That's not what happened in this case, and that's why I'm talking about it, because once again, we need absolute perfection from the Trump administration on this issue, because we know, once again, they're going to be scrutinized every single detail. Every single detail. It's extremely rare for the Trump administration's DHS to discipline immigration officers for aggressive tactics across the U.S. Yes, because they're getting assaulted, they're getting terrorist threats, they're getting all of the above. These people are getting victimized on a daily basis, so much so that they have to wear masks, which that's questionable right there, right? That's kind of questionable if they should be wearing masks. I understand, but the far left has gone so insane that they will dox these people and assault their families. Their families are in danger because of their jobs and their federal law enforcement. That's just taking it way too far. That's another aspect to this, folks. These people, because of the work that they do, their families might get harmed. And they say that, oh, right-wing violence is 96% of all political violence. Are you freaking kidding me? The incident occurred Thursday at 26 Federal Plaza in Manhattan, a government building that has become a local hotbed of the federal government's immigration crackdown. Yeah, that's all to that one. That's it. That's it. He shoved her to the ground, and I mean, how much can you write talking about that? The Huffington Post went on some spiel about, oh, there was a little kid there, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there was. They wrote all of that stuff out. I wasn't reading all that nonsense, because it was just garbage. She got shoved to the ground It's not the freaking apocalypse. Huffington Post. Can't talk sometimes. It's all fascinating, y'all, but I think I've rambled on for long enough. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. Should this dude get fired? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Because I'm kind of leaning in that direction that, yeah, he should be fired. You know, depending on the investigation. We'll see what happens. But y'all let me know what y'all think. That's all I got. Y'all don't forget to smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new around here. Share this video anywhere and everywhere you can, because getting the truth out matters. As a matter of fact, click that join button. Sign up and become a member. And remember that God is always with us, folks. And He loves each and every one of you out there. So y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.